Polanco 0 for 3 in a walk tonight. It's 0-1. He's set to swing, hits it right back to Mejia, and he's got Harrison hung up. Runs at him and now gives it up, which he should not have done, and that's going to enable Polanco to get to second. Campbell missed the tag, and then Tejada missed him too, and he's safe. Oh, wow! The Mets will argue that he ran out of the baseline, which he did appear to do, and that's what Terry Collins will come out to say. Mejia never should have given up the ball. He could have tagged Harrison out himself, and once the rundown began, Harrison kept eluding, but it did appear as though he came onto the infield grass to get away from one of those tags.
Usually the umpires will look at a lane and give you 3 feet on either side, but to me Harrison was out of the baseline, and it looks like Jeff Nelson, though, is not having it.
Well, he's going to consult with Scott Barry, the second base umpire, to see if he saw something different.
Henry did everything right. You run at him, give the ball up.
Well, once he went down to his hands and knees, he could have tagged him without a throw, couldn't he? Now watch right here. He goes on the infield grass. That's got to be out of the baseline. Come on.
Well, if you really look at that rundown, he was way out at shortstop at one point. If you drew a line from there to the infield grass, you're talking about 12, 13 feet.
And Terry just said to Scott Barry, he came all the way on the grass. And then Barry shrugged his shoulders.
And you know it's not reviewable.
No. First of all, he doesn't have a challenge left. It would have to be umpire's discretion, but I don't think that call's reviewable anyway.
No, it's not. And
Terry's going to get himself ejected here because this is a game-changing play. This puts the winning run at third base with nobody out. And Terry's going to stay out until he gets ejected, I'm pretty sure.
We've gotten to a place where we have replay to try to get the call right, and they don't get the most simplest of calls right. That's going to decide the ball game.
Well, they're giving him a lot of slack, which makes me think that they may know that they got this wrong. But you got two umpires who are agreeing with each other that Harrison did not run out of the baseline. Now, from this angle, you should be able to tell.
Now, draw the line where he is there and where he ends up this time inside the thing. That's like 10 to 12 feet.
That's egregious.
Yes.
It's not even close.
Bad call.
It's a terrible call.
And also, Tejada, in that play, assumed they were going to call him out of the baseline and did not throw it to third.
Scott Barry attempting to explain to Tejada why Harrison was not called out of the baseline.
He can explain till he's blue in the face. The call's wrong.